Hi, it's me again. Back to discussing what I covered in my last video about a week ago about being positive. I hope some of you have watched it. I hope some of you have gained something from it and that you're thinking positive. And again, if you chose not to do that, that is again, it's always your choice. I wanted to do a little bit of an expansion on what we talked about or what I talked about last time. The I am statements and also putting things out there and wanting to have things come back to you, it's not as easy as just saying I want this or thank you for this and expecting it to come to you. It takes work. You have to be able to put in the work and have discipline to do what needs to be done for your I am statements or what you're putting out there to have come back. Like previously I discussed about a car. The car, again, I don't expect somebody to just pull up out front and throw me the keys and say, here you go. It takes work. I'm on a constant lookout for it. I'm on a constantly trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for it. I've already gone through and figured out how much my insurance is going to be for the car that I want. But it all comes down to discipline. And discipline not in the sense of something bad. I think the word discipline always has a connotation to it that it's a negative thing, like you're being disciplined. You need to have discipline in your life to constantly pay attention to what it is that you're doing. And the discipline is developing a habit. Habits are good and bad. I have bad habits. I smoke. But developing a bad habit is easy to make and hard to stop. And developing a good habit is easy to come up with, but it's hard to maintain it. That's where the positivity fact comes into it, as well as discipline. You need to have the discipline in order to maintain your positivity. Disciplining yourself in coming up with a routine and a habit for yourself. As I said, in the mornings and the evenings, or what I do, I don't look at my phone. In the evenings, I meditate. Those are things that I used to have to remind myself, like, oh, I need to make sure that I do this tonight. Oh, don't forget, Greg, you just woke up and now you need to do this. It's habit now. When I wake up, the words out of my mouth are thanking for the day that I'm going to have, that I'm going to have a good day, thanking for the prospects of a possibly the success that I'm looking for, thanking for my health, my son's health, for everything else, and saying I am statements. I am a good father. I am a good husband. Everything along those lines. It takes discipline. And you can't let anyone get in the way of that discipline. If you're going to set goals for yourself, you need to maintain those goals. And the only person that can maintain them is you. Keep a journal, keep a mental track of what it is that you're doing. I realize the last video was a little lengthy. I'm only going to make this one short because there's no reason to have them be 12 minutes long. You don't need 12 minutes of your day taken out of your time watching a video that I make if it's going to get in the way of your progress and your productivity. The only thing I ask is if you do want me to continue making videos, I'm not asking you to like, subscribe, share, none of that. I don't have little captions running across the bottom of mine to links to anything else. I don't do this so like, share, and subscribe for me to do anything else other than to share with people in hopes that they are able to better themselves if they feel the need that they have to. But the discipline part of it is important, and that's what this is. This video is going to be short as I can possibly make it, as an expansion on the last one, just on this one part of it, and that's the discipline part of it. You developing the habit of being disciplined it's hard to do, and it's hard to maintain doing, but if you discipline yourself to do it every morning and every night the way that you plan to do, and you make a plan of what you want to do, and you set your goals and you set your plans, you can achieve them. You don't need to write everything down. You don't need to do everything that I do. You can develop your own way of doing it. It's whatever works for you. But again, with the positivity, trying Turned on the news this morning. As much as I don't like to watch it, I wanted to see what the weather was. Even though it's on my phone, I like to see the weather on the news and just see if there's anything going on. And not that I expected it, but as soon as I turned it on, there was nothing but negativity, and it upset me this morning right off the bat. So I immediately changed the channel and turned it on something else, because the stories that they were running are always negative, because that's what brings attention to the news. No one would tune into the news every day if all they did was talk about happy stuff, because we as a people are driven by negativity. We are driven by the downfall of other people. And you will tune in and watch anything you can that might be detrimental to somebody else's life. As much as you don't want to, you're growing to, because it's in our nature to do that. We're built into that. We look at things like that. But we also look at what other people have, and we look at, I wish I had that. I don't wish anymore as much as I used to that I have what other people have. I love what I have in my life. Are things that I would like different? Sure, without a doubt. But that would have required me changing things in my past in order to dictate the way that my future runs. And as I discussed last time, my past is past, and the future's not set, and all we have is right now. So make the best of your right now. Don't let anything get in the way, again, of your positivity. Don't let anything anger you. 1 minute of anger robs you of 60 seconds of happiness. It's not worth your time to be negative, to be upset. So everyone, please be positive. If you can, if you think somebody else would enjoy this, share. That's all I ask. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.